Okay everyone, now we're going to move on to one of our last lessons, which is the conversion between measurements of volume and weight. This one is beautiful because it's very simplistic, very straightforward. You're going to use the cross multiply and divide trick that we've been using, the know versus the want. The one thing I'm going to tell you that's interesting is in these questions, the conversion rate is going to change based on the question. So I'm not going to have you write something down on your sheet, on your formula sheet for you can remember it. It's going to be given to you in the question. For example, if you look at example 1 here, it goes, how many bushels of flaxseed are there in 2.4 tons if the conversion factor is 39.368 bushels per ton? Well, remember, as you know, we do our cross multiply and divide. We have our know side and our want side. So what we have in this case is we have 39.368 bushels, and they go BU over 1 ton. Now, what do you want? The question says how many bushels of flaxseed in 2.4 tons? Well, as we have every other time in this course, we match the know side to the want side, the left to the right. So on the left, or the know side, tons are on the bottom. So we're going to put 2.4 tons on the bottom on the right-hand side. As we've also done, our question mark or our X goes on the top right. Now, again, we've been using cross multiply and divide over and over, and I have to assume you know that now. Let's look at our little crisscrosses, our diagonal crisscrosses, and in which diagonal do you see nothing but numbers? Well, you're going to have your 39.368, and you're going to multiply that by 2.4. You're going to hit enter equal, and it gives you about 94.48. And if you want, you could divide by 1, but that doesn't really matter. And that's going to give you an X value, I'll write it down here, of give or take about 94.48, maybe around that to 94.5 bushels. Now again, everyone, there's nothing new here. We've done this calculation a million times over. Perhaps the new one is that as you go through these questions and the practice, the only thing I can say to you is the conversion factor is going to change. And that's going to maybe just mix up how you set up your proportion just a little bit. Because remember, on question number 1, this time you should be very cognizant of this. It will be 36.744 bushels over 1 ton. Whereas if you go to question number 2, this time you have to go 39.368 bushels over 1 ton. And you can go on from there using cross multiply and divide. Anyway, I'm going to assume this one's pretty straightforward for you, and I'll give you some practice. Best of luck.